welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans.
Yes.
I'm Liz.
I'm Carolyn.
And on Instagram and Ravelry, you can find me as Toolizzforyou, Toolizzforyou.
And I'm cpredmor on Ravelry. I haven't been posting on Instagram. I have, as you know, been sick. Well, I'm glad you have.
I've been posting my Advent
You're
calendar.
Good. I'm not. I'm still coughing. This is my Nerd Girl mug filled with tea. Kind of lukewarm now, but...
Yeah, well, I also have tea.
So welcome everybody who's coming back. Anybody who's new, God bless your little soul. We talk about knitting, spinning sometimes, weaving occasionally. Sewing. Anything else that hits our brain.
Anything in between.
That's right. So we are definitely in the Advent season, particularly those of you who are getting Advent calendars. I remembered another set of Advent calendars today. Actually, I remembered them on Friday, and then no one was around to tell, so I forgot about it again until today.
At which point, I never read you the thing Andrew posted. A friend of mine posted something about an Advent calendar she got, and I thought it was very funny, and I started to read it, and Mom goes, Advent! I have Advents for... And I was like, okay, I don't get to read the... Okay. So,
did you want to have your Advent calendar?
I did. I love my Advent calendar. So Mom got me a Advent tea calendar from the English tea shop. It's very cute. It's
organic.
And it's like this. I've looked at all these. So the ones that I've looked at have the names on the top instead of the numbers. And they all look very interesting. So they're predominantly
with coconut, which we have to not use.
Yeah, there are predominantly herbal teas, which is fine.
It's different.
It is. So there are
25.
It says 25 of our delectable Christmas teas. Wow. And it says 25 tea bags, 13 different flavors.
Yes.
So I get 2 of each, I guess, and then a special one.
That's right. And then, not to leave myself out, I got Palais d'été, and it is
also a tea Advent
calendar, but more along the lines of open the doors. And we have opened all the doors up until the 8th, so being very good.
You opened the 8th.
I opened the 8th, but I shut the door. So, and I'm drinking something out of it. I don't remember what. I think it was Madeline. It's a Darjeeling. And it's really Darjeeling. Okay. Pronunciation has never been my forte. And it's really good. So that's good. What's new with me is I had my last class on campus on Wednesday.
Woo! Woohoo! One step closer to actual retirement.
Right. Except I got a phone call on Friday saying, do you think you could teach the online class again in the spring? I'm teaching it spring 1. They're asking me if I can teach spring 2. My lovely husband is saying, I don't think you should do that. You know, you're going to be recovering from your knee surgery. You don't want to have to do something. I think it's going to be a walk in the park.
I think it'll be fine. You're going to already have the videos done.
Yes.
You can just essentially click go.
And it's our students because it's on our own Moodle site instead of being one of these national online classes. So I think I'm going to say yes. And then I'll get the calendar of exactly when does spring 1 end and when does spring 2 begin and when does it end, because it's not on any of the academic calendars because it's only graduate classes. So why would we need to give that information out? But anyway, and then the class took me out to lunch, which was really lovely. Good. And of course, with this cough and having been in bed for about 2 weeks, the steep uphill that it took to get from campus up to the Overlook dorm and then up the hill again into Riverdale, I was left breathless. And I said, you know, it's going to be rough going up the hill. So I actually had one Sherpa, Jackie, who walked with me, and she said, do we need a breath break? Do we need a breath break? We took one.
Okay.
But so not bad. Going up to Ambial, and it was really good. The food was really good. They had great tea. It's an Irish place, and it was really lovely. I had to leave at 3:30 because my husband was taking me out to dinner to celebrate the fact it was my last class on campus.
Was this your idea or his idea?
His idea. He actually texted me during class because the man had no idea what my schedule was. And I texted back and said, I'll talk to you later. And he said, so let's go out to dinner. I went, okay. And so we did. We went to Water Zooey over in Garden City. It was very nice. The food is delicious. It's very noisy.
They have hardwood floors, right?
Hardwood floors. They have tile walls.
Yeah, I remember.
And plaster ceilings.
So no sound deadening.
No, none at all. It's really noisy. They're building a new one in Port Washington. It'll be interesting.
Really?
Where the bank used to be on the corner by the post office.
Oh, that'll be a lovely location for them.
It'll be interesting to see if they put any sound deadening up there. I'm thinking they're going to.
I hope. That'll be lovely, though.
I think it'd be really nice. They specialize in mussels. And while I have loved mussels in the past, I managed to get food poisoning from mussels from a restaurant at Jones Beach. And I have been leery to order them again. And now I have a problem with butter. So there's a double problem. But anyway, they also have other dishes. They have other fish. They have steak. They have delectable steaks. And so it's really very good. I recommend it highly. So that was my Wednesday. It was really quite exciting. And I handed my keys in. So I have no keys to office. None.
Oh, I should probably get rid of the key to your office then.
Well, if you have one, we could mail it in.
Okay. Yeah, you should remind me when we go back downstairs because I'm pretty sure I still have a key to your office.
Okay.
And
so
that would not be good. I mean,
they didn't ask me for it. So anyway, and I've been keeping up somewhat with my advent calendars with my yarn. And I've been keeping them in separate bags. So the ones that are still in the bags, they haven't seen yet.
Oh. Well, you all, if you check out the Instagram for my advent calendars, I've been posting them. I figured out a very cute little flat lay on my dining room table to every day put them in the same order so that you all know who is who.
Added?
Well, no, I have 3 advent calendars. I brought 2 of them with me.
Okay.
I have the vegan yarns one, which is super cute. Is it not?
I actually like opening boxes.
And it has a little stand, and it has this little
kickstand
to go in it.
Oh, that's
and
lovely.
So it sits on my table, which is lovely. I'm just going to put it back together. There we go. So I've been opening this. So I have this one. I have the Earl Grey, which I didn't bring the full one of. They are a cotton bamboo blend.
Got it.
And then I have the Katrinkles one.
Oh, cool!
So I will show you guys
because I have that.
Right. So I will show you all what Katrinkles is, as you are also going through, and what. Yes, and I have Earl Grey as well. So I've been putting the vegan in the same spot every day, and the Katrinkles in the same spot. So it looks very. It's a very lovely organization. I'm very proud of it. So what are we opening first today, Mother?
We are doing Yarn Cafe.
Okay, so I figure you can do Yarn Cafe, then I'll do Katrinkles, and then you can do one, and then I'll do vegan, and then you can do another.
I really like the Yarn Cafe because I'm getting to see a lot of different producers.
Oh, so that you can know. And have you been looking up if they're going to be at VKL or not?
No, I haven't. I mean, I don't think Stranded Dye Works is going to be there.
Well, anything that you really are interested in, let me know, and we can see if they're going to be at...
This is
oh my God,
tequila.
Me.
Jimmy Sock.
Me.
Look at that. All right, you can look
my cousin.
And see if that's going to be someplace. Oat yarn.
Oh yeah.
Oat knit yarn.
I love
this color. All right, so this is my day 3. Now that it's been introduced to you, I can take it out of the bag. Oh, this is 2. That day 2 was Hugh Loco, which we see them a lot up at Rhinebeck. Yeah. And this is Mystic.
That's pretty.
That's very pretty. So that can be out of the bag. Day 4 was spun right
Oh.
round. And look at that.
They do beautiful colors.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
That reminds me of a seashore.
I think they are in, they're Rochester.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that was lovely. This is no known color.
Yeah, no, doesn't say. Oh, it might be under. I can't tell.
Anyway, lovely though. Absolutely lovely. Day 5 was Yarn Cafe, and this was in memory of Brian.
Oh.
Brandon. Sorry, Brandon.
Oh, and Yarn Cafe Creation is the one who set up this whole
Fundraiser.
collection.
Yes.
And the whole advent calendar. It's beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Day 6 is
Leading Men Fiber Arts.
Yes. We were across from them at the picture booth.
No, were we?
Yes.
Oh, they were just a few down. I remember Mustache being there.
Oh, Mustache, and then they were right there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is called Keep Going. And really, that's part of what you say to someone who's having a psychotic episode or a suicidal ideation space of time. But really gorgeous colors. And the guys are lovely.
Yes.
By the way.
And they will be at Vogue, I believe.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
This day number 7 is Autumn and Indigo Fibers. This is Merino and Nylon Classic Mini.
It says Sugar Plum.
Sugar Plum. Okay.
That is beautiful.
Really gorgeous. And so now I'll open day 8 and then pass it over to Elizabeth. And I'll drink some tea.
Mm-hmm.
So day 8 is Rose Gold by Chelsea Deluxe.
Chelsea Lux. It's
Chelsea
Lux.
Sorry.
So,
from Red Bank, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Very close by to us. Look at
Rose
that
Gold.
color.
That's beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
I think that's one of her standard colorways. It's a beautiful colorway. I've seen
that
it
is
a bunch.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. And look, it goes with
that one.
Really nicely.
And for a pop.
Really, really nice. I do like these two.
Yeah.
A sweater.
I know. We need to make it down to Chelsea Yarns one of these
do.
days.
We absolutely do. All right, sweetheart.
All right. So, I got the Trinkles one. So the first thing you do is you open up the box, and that is a pin. It's a hedgehog, and that says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says 2019 on his hat. And I didn't realize it was a pin until like day 4. It's adorable. And just like the packaging, absolutely A+. So the first day, we got Christmas 2019 label and then 2 heart little labels.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Then the second day, we got a elfin Christmas sweater.
Oh, nice. Do you want them to go back in the envelope?
I don't know yet. I was going to probably put all the wooden ones in one and all the lucite ones in another.
Oh.
But now that now that we're opening, we can do that. So then there's a little lucite Christmas tree.
I love that. Okay.
So that one, they leave by themselves. Okay. Stitch markers go together. But then, and then we have a pin of a little reindeer sweater.
Okay.
I was going to put pins separately.
All right, so
you can continue to collect stitch markers. Those aren't stitch markers.
These aren't stitch markers.
You can collect wooden stitch markers. You seem to want to collect something.
Yes, I do.
So then we have a little lucite sheepy.
Oh, how wonderful. Yeah.
And that was day 5. Where's day 6? Day 6 is here somewhere. Day 6 is a ornament that you can embroider.
Oh, wow.
Up at the top there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Is that a stitch marker? No, it's an ornament.
That's an ornament. You really want things to be stitch markers. And then we got 2 removable stitch markers that are little lucite mittens.
Oh, how cute.
I was feeling the bag and I thought they were earrings. I was very excited. They're okay as stitch markers too, but I was very excited. So then we have today, which is the 8th, which is a sweater that says joy.
Okay. Excellent.
Do you feel better now?
I do.
I know. So, why don't you open the asylums now?
That's these. Right?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, hers are these. And I very cleverly have them in the bag.
Oh, put them in the Asylum Fibers bag. You are very clever, Mommy.
Right, that's 7. This is 8. 5. 6. I also have it in a clear bag so that afterwards I will be able to see them in the clear bag. Actually, I think I'm going to buy some large net bags.
Mm.
So if anybody's looking to get me some large net bags, would be excellent.
Ben,
to get me large net bags, right? So I can hold all of these things. All right, so this is Asylum Fiber.
Number 2.
And when I'm by myself, I don't care whether I open the bottom or the top. And this is Frog Footman. Ooh, what a nice color.
It's a good green.
It's a great green. Okay, day 3. Look at this. I love this. Wildflower.
That's pretty.
It is gorgeous. Day 4. Look at this. This is Drowning.
But oh, wow.
Oh, it's such a deep
teal.
Teal. It looks almost like the color I painted on the television wall. Really lovely.
Beautiful.
And this is Drink Me. You know, if you saw this in a vial, I think you just might. Her colors are so vibrant. They're so wonderful. Vibrant. And here we have another green. But I
and
really
a stitch marker.
Yes. I'm going to take the stitch marker off. The stitch marker is of all 4 card suits. I can't get it off. So it's aces. And then the card suits. And this is croquet. And we know that she plays croquet with the
flamingos and the card at the Red Queen, or at the Queen of Hearts.
Yes. All right, and we'll put that in here.
Oh.
Yes, I'm trying to. My desk is getting organized. Having left my office, I brought my printer home, so I had to make room for the printer, and it's over there. And I feel more like this is my office now. So I'm probably going to be doing the bills here instead of doing them down on the sofa. So anyway,
which is probably good.
Yes. So this is day 7. It's called Dinah's Bow. Another wonderful color. I am thrilled beyond words with these. And then today's is day 8. And actually, I find it easier to open the bottom than I do the top.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Look at this. This is She Fell. And we know she fell down the hole. That's right. Look at this.
It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. So,
well done, Stephanie.
Keep my advent calendar separated until we see you. Up until the day we go down to Virginia for Christmas. We'll be going down there on the 3rd. And I'm not going to bring
23rd.
23rd. I'm not going to bring
maybe we'll open
in advance on that Sunday.
We'll see.
That's a good idea.
We'll see. So this is the Vegan Yarns one. So one is down here. It's this beautiful black with little bits of purple, and
it feels like silk.
I know, it feels so good. Then
you want
2,
them back in?
I will.
Okay.
And then 2 is this beautiful more midnighty blue.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's doing a color color rainbow.
Then
yes,
3.
She is.
So the theme for this one was backwoods sunset. So we're getting through the sunset portion.
Gorgeous.
5, 6. I'm hoping for some greens and yellows and reds, y'all. I'm hoping. We're still in blues. We're still in blues.
Oh, look. Let's see what we have for today.
We're still in blues.
This is today?
This is today, and we're still in blues.
Oh, but we're not going to be there much longer.
But I'm hoping that we are slowly but surely moving our way to a different color. Also, I'm really hoping for some greens and some maybe reds and yellows. Anyway, I mean, these are beautiful as they are, but it's what I'm really, because I love these colors, I think those would be really good too. So that's, so far, the 8 I have from Backyard, or from Vegan. I think I'm going to do a Dragon Rider sweater, which is a fisherman's rib, 2-color fisherman's rib yoke, with this set, just because I think it'll look really beautiful.
Very coordinated.
Though I will need depends on what the rest of these colors are. I will probably also need a main color for it, but that's okay, because I don't think I'm going to fade through the body. But that's okay. I do enjoy this one because I have been putting it back in the advent calendar, and it was pretty easy to bring it here to show you all. So that was a big plus in my book. Plus. But yeah. And then we both have Earl Grey, which Mom is now going to open and show you all.
Yeah, there's no sense in showing both.
No.
Okay. So day 2, or Monday, this is Moroccan mint tea.
Which is so beautiful.
Really pretty. Day 3 was Bread Week.
Yes.
And yes, you should have golden crust, just like this. Absolutely. Day 4 was Minty Hot Cocoa.
Yes.
I love those little specks of the darker color in it.
This one I love.
Goes with the Bread Week. This is spiced plum fruit cake.
It's gorgeous.
Look at that.
It's gorgeous.
But also, look, it
does
go nicely with Bread Week.
Yes.
Really pretty. This has a lot of visual interest in it, though, because of those spiced plums. Very nice. Day 6 was Tea Party.
Oh, yes, which is just
just so cute. Again, speckles. Light speckles. Day 7 was Victoria Sponge. And before I opened it, I was wondering, what is this going to be? It could be almost a bright white, because you could have it as a yellow. Because when you talk about a Victoria Sponge, we're basically talking about a pound cake or layer cake. And instead it looks like it's speckled with strawberries.
Yes.
Very nice. And then today is Blueberry Trifle. Let's see.
Which I brought with me.
Oh, did you? Yes. Really pretty.
Yes. And while we've been doing this, I didn't do it obviously today because I have not been home, but I have been coloring in a Jigshawl by Stephen West. And so kind of to understand if I went by what day, how it'll kind of look. I'm trying very hard not to cast it on yet, even though I want to. No, I have color. I'll use the same colored pencils I use at home.
Oh.
And so the only sections I'm worried about are 16 and 18.
Because they're big?
But
maybe with
should be
several different clubs we've got, we may have enough to blend.
I don't think I'll have trouble. As per the pattern, I shouldn't have trouble.
Okay.
The other thing is I also have a skein of that Surrey alpaca from Ocean by the Sea that I got at Rhinebeck to hold together with some of the colorways if I feel that they're too strong.
Okay.
For the color palette. So far, I really haven't felt that way about any of them.
No, they've been just perfect.
Yeah, so I think if I'm going to use them, Or if I'm going to use the mohair, or the Surrey alpaca, I should use it I should use it more regularly than just every so often, or more on the later ends, because I want it to be evenly dispersed through. So that's just something to keep in.
See what happens.
Exactly. So, and
10's, well, you're right. 16 and 18 are the largest.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
All right.
And I mean, 9's pretty small, and 2 is small, and 7 is small. So
it
all
only
else
goes
fails.
Up to 22.
Right, but then there's a border.
Okay.
And I know I have a full skein, but I could also, blend or hold 2 together at some point.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Since we go up to 25.
Yep.
25, I think, is the big skein.
Yeah, it is.
So you've got 23 and 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be blending. So I've been somewhat of a slug this week.
Me too.
I'm not quite sure why. I think I taught 2 days. Mm-hmm. And I think it was a really good idea that I thought I was going to retire this year, because getting up at 5 and leaving the house at 5:30 was killing me this week. I was really exhausted. And Tuesday, it snowed.
Yes.
So I had filled up the car with gas on Monday night. So it was full of gas. I know I needed to pump up the tires, which I did.
No, it snowed on Monday. Monday into Tuesday.
Yeah. So then on Tuesday morning, I was up early. I was out there pumping up the tires. Mm-hmm. And I was out of the driveway at 5:37 and got to campus in pretty good order. There was less traffic on the road. I think more people were waiting till later when the snow was supposed to stop, which was fine. However, that means you have almost a half a day by 10 o'clock. In fact, it's 5 hours just about that you're already up. So, teach class, come back, and I took a 3-hour nap. And then Wednesday was a very long day because I got up early again to make sure I got a good parking space, because I knew I had to finish emptying my office. I couldn't do it on Tuesday because the close-up parking lot, they had put a hold on in order to make sure they cleared the snow. So I knew I only had the one day, Wednesday, to clear the office. So I, again, up early and out of the driveway at 5:37 to get a parking space that I didn't have to cross a bridge or cross a road in order to move the stuff. So I did manage to get a fairly good parking space. And for about an hour, finished emptying the office. I had the hand truck moving the printer, because it's a hefty little printer there. It's got 2 paper drawers, and somehow it's supposed to be able to draw from either drawer, paper drawer 1 or paper drawer 2. It's supposed to do it automatically. I've never been able to get it to do that.
Yeah, the one at the office doesn't do it well either.
No. So anyway, it was one of those things. But it does print pretty well, and it's nice having it here. So that was Wednesday, and then I got home, and we went out to dinner, and then I just kind of slept. So been doing actually a lot of sleeping this week, although I'm not sure you could tell it by my voice. But I did. I actually wound another ball of yarn. So
nice.
This is the back,
yes,
if you remember. And this is the front. And I have gotten to the armholes.
Nice.
There is a design in the front of this stockinette that's actually got 3 sections. And I think it looks a little balloony right now. I think with blocking it'll be fine. I have 2 full skeins left, so I have more than enough to...
2 full skeins to do also the sleeves?
Yes. So I have this front. Remember, this goes on for a while. So this goes on till... I have a marker here. There. I have to have 6 1/4 inches from this marker, and then we start elongating the shoulders. But I still have 2 skeins.
Okay.
Which is fine. I as you all know,
I forget you have shorter arms than I do. Okay.
I do not play yarn chicken.
No, I was just concerned because I usually...
Well, look at how much I have
Okay.
of this last ball that I wound.
Okay.
So I think I've got plenty.
You should be fine.
I think I have plenty. So I think this will finish the front, and then I'll have a skein each for the sleeves. And I think that'll be good.
And then you can do the collar with whatever is left.
Right. So not a problem. I would like, and I have the baby sweater, which I didn't touch this week.
Because you are still coughing, and
Well,
even though we know that the
coughing.
cough does not mean you are contagious,
Well,
we are
I'm not,
still...
because I went to the doctor again. He patted me on my head and said, all you've got now is irritation. I've had my throat looked, flashlight, tongue depressor, gagging, the whole 9 yards. And all I've done is I have to reduce the inflammation from basically choking on myself. So I'm not contagious at all. So I want to do that. I want to finish the baby sweater, and then I want to finish the mittens because we got the contract from the Big Apple Knitting Guild, and I would like to send them a picture of a more recent mitten because my pair of thrum mittens, one of my mittens, there's a stitch that broke on the back. It hasn't run anywhere. These gloves, I guess I've had for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Not that they felt it, but they certainly are keeping
everything together.
Yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere. But the gloves were not made according to the best standards that I now know. So I'm really looking forward to having a better pair of mittens. So I think what I want to do is I want to get this back finished.
The front finished.
The front finished, right, thank you. The front finished. And then I'll flip over and finish one mitten and get the other one at least halfway done, take pictures, send them off to the Knitting Guild, and along with the contract signed, and get all that done. And directions, we need to think about directions, homework, on all that. So we will do that. And yeah, so that's exciting. So that's something I do want to finish this week, get that done and off my plate. And then I realized, since we're flying out of here on January 3rd, I need to figure out what homework I need to do for the classes at Vogue.
Yeah, I was going to look that up this week and put it into our spreadsheet.
That's a really good idea because I'll take some knitting with me, but I'd rather have the homework all done. And we're now getting in at midnight the night before.
Ooh.
Yeah, they switched our flight. We were supposed to get in at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I tell you? Oof is right.
At JFK?
At JFK. So what I plan to do is have my bag for Vogue Knitting packed so that I can get up and into the car on Thursday morning and into the city.
I guess I'll bring my bag by early then. Unless I pick you guys up and you guys drop me back at my apartment and you take my car.
That's a possibility.
That is a possibility.
That is a possibility.
Because I'm not all that far from JFK.
No, you're not. All right, we can think about that.
We'll think about that.
Think about that.
And then you don't have to worry about leaving a car there. And
That's true.
Dad getting anxious over other people picking you up. And
right, all that kind of stuff. We've had some problems with car services. So anyway, I've only worked on the Varma. I've thought about working on some other things, but I've only worked on the Varma. I was still napping a lot. But anyway, so school, Manhattan College on campus is done. They treated me extremely well. The lunch for my students was lovely. I've sent them all thank you notes.
Aww.
And 2 of them have written back. I mean, it was really, they're a lovely bunch. So anybody's thinking about perhaps teaching at Manhattan College, I recommend it highly. Anyway, what have you been doing?
So I finished my swap project. It was still blocking at home, so I'm not going to show it off. That should be mailed tomorrow. I thought I was going to be able to get it out yesterday. Unfortunately, it was still a little wet, so I didn't want to pack it up.
No.
And it was only like slightly wet, and it could have just been like a little cold because of because I have the window open in that room. So I just didn't want to take a chance.
No, there's no reason.
Since I had finished it Friday night. And then I'm trying to finish the row here on the skeleton that I'm working on by Beata from Hedgehog. I know I said I was going to get this done, but this week it was a long week at work. On Wednesday, I was supposed to go to knit, and I popped a migraine at about 3:30.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was bad. It hurt. Like, it was one that hurt. I didn't have aphasia this time, which is nice. I really hate losing my words at work. Like, I really hate it. It's extremely embarrassing. My coworkers are very kind and understand if I explain first by saying I just popped a migraine. They seem to
words are hard.
Be better. Yeah. But
I also didn't make it to knit night. Not only did I have a very nice day at school, but we had a little student crisis, and
it just took a lot out of you.
It was a very emotional day, quite an emotional day, and I was still coughing, so I thought it was better to go out to dinner, have lots of tea, and get back home rather than spread whatever germs I might be spreading at knit night. I do miss everybody.
Yeah. So I didn't make it because of the migraine, and then it ended up that I didn't even leave the office because I wanted to get. I was in the middle of doing meeting minutes while I got my migraine, and then meeting minutes didn't end up going out until like 6-ish because my senior didn't edit them until then, and then
that's impossible then to get to knit.
Yeah, it was like 6 o'clock, and then I realized I didn't want to send them until I had properly processed all of the submittals that had come back and the RFIs that had come back from my trades before sending out the like log, and then it would show open items, and I'm like, yeah, I know you sent them back. I haven't had a minute. So I decided to send them back first, which means I didn't leave the office until about 7:15.
Yeah.
So I got home at like 8.
With a migraine.
So that was fun. And then Thursday was okay. I still had a migraine. It was okay. And then Friday, though. So, like, this whole week has just been a long week at work. All of us, Thursday happened, and we all were like, oh my God, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, y'all. Like, tomorrow's Friday. Those were the exact words we all said to each other. That's how bad it had gotten. So, Friday, before I even leave my apartment, I checked my phone for some reason. I just had this urge to check my work phone. I have an email from one of my subcontractors that I immediately am like, WTF. So I respond to that one. Then I have another email, which I had been responding to at Thursday night at 11:30 because I had a delivery that did not arrive, and the subcontractor, I got told at 6:30 that it didn't, for a 3 o'clock delivery, that it didn't arrive. And then I got told by the subcontractor at 9:30 why it didn't arrive. So at 11:30 I responded back saying, I don't care, get it here. And then, of course, they sent a lovely little, like, oh, how could you be so rude? And I was like, I don't care. You told me you were going to get it here. It did not get here.
Get it
Not
here.
my problem. So I, instead of calling the PM because he was writing back in kind of whiny tones, I contacted the delivery manager. And I got the delivery there at 2:30 on Friday.
Good.
And then, of course, I only saw that the VP had sent me an email. I didn't see who had copied on it. I didn't see what it said. I just called him. And we had a lovely conversation. And I was like, I don't know what it says. I didn't read the email. And he goes, oh, okay. Because I said most of this in the email. And I was like, okay, I just want to let you know that, like, laid it all out there. And he was like, oh, okay, we understand, yada, yada. And I was like, okay. But even before I got to the office, I had put out 2 fires. So I was going like gangbusters. And then I got everything on my list done, which it was, I know. Everything I know. This is why when people asked me how I was doing yesterday, I was like, today's a really good day. Because this week ended on a really good week at work. So that was my Friday. It was great. And then I went and got my nails done with my friend Tanya. And then we went to dinner at Bear Burger. Which is always good. And then we went to Target.
Oh.
I know.
Made a killing at Target?
Well, I got a game that I think Ben is going to give me for Christmas.
Okay.
So that's why it's not here. Because I think I'm going to be like, here, this is what you are giving me for Christmas. Would you like me to wrap it for myself? I'm a better, he has told me I am a better present wrapper than he is. So that is the, would you like me to wrap it for me? I can do that. And so then Saturday was the institution of our new minister. And that was lovely.
Really, very nice.
Got to see our church family, which is always good. Got to see all of them. They were very funny. I went and sang with the choir. Mom and Dad did not. Dad does not. But I see Dad walking towards me, and Mom's not with him. I was like, is she okay? Like, did something happen between, like, this morning when she texted me and now? And he goes, no, she's sitting up front. I left her up front.
He left me, is right.
He turns the corner. All of a sudden, I see this hot pink ball of fury coming towards me. And I'm like, she's looking at me like she's going to kill someone. And I was like, oh no, what did I do? Like, I was like, what did I do? And I walked over, I go, you okay? And she goes, your father just left me. He just left me. I turn around and he's gone. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
It's like he thought ESP was working, and it wasn't. And he goes, well, I had to go talk to Jim. I said, so tell me you're going to go talk to Jim. Tell me that I can pick any seat, and you will find me later. All of a sudden, I turn around, he's not there.
It was very funny, because the entire choir was like, your dad's going to die. I was like, yep, this will be good. In front of the bishop, my mother kills my father. Fantastic. I have bright purple hair. My mother's going to kill my father in front of the bishop. Good show.
I just explained to him that he just doesn't leave me someplace and assume that I have any clue of what he's doing. Yeah. So today he says, I'm going to go talk to Jim. Good. I said, good for you to tell me. I appreciate that.
So I really haven't had all that much time to knit because I've been very tired.
It's been a tired week.
It's been a very tired week. I think because it's the first week after. Yes, we did sort out Christmas gifts this evening.
Yes.
Or this afternoon, which is good. I'm getting new boots because
she put the ones at Rhinebeck
that were wet and I had to carry and yada yada. Yeah, that's because there's a hole in the left one that goes through to the bottom of the like fabric sole of the shoe, like the insole. I don't think a shoe guy can fix it. I'm going to try. Once I get the new ones, I'm going to try. But also the zipper pull on the right one came off in my hand at work on Wednesday.
She's worn them out.
I think I've had them I think this is my like third winter with them.
I don't know. We just ordered new boots.
I wear them all the time. All the time, y'all. So that was good. We ordered you got the cousins sorted because I knew what they wanted. But Mom was like, just pull up the site.
Yeah,
just
really.
Add them to Amazon. Do whatever we need to do. So we got all that figured out, which is good. I just have to figure out I have to figure out what I'm going to tell Nan and Aunt Mary and Sarah to get me. I have made a few purchases of just like things that were very much on sale and I didn't realize I wanted, but I figured why not. So those might be Christmas gifts. We'll see. I have to figure it out. But yeah, so it's been a good day. But I have gotten this far on my skeleton, which I don't know.
How much further does it go?
Well, it's supposed to go to, I think, 80 inches. So, do we have something of a measuring device? We have a little measuring device.
We have a little one.
So, we have...
There is one on here someplace, but I don't know where. You're better with that.
Yeah, except that doesn't go to the edges.
What about that one?
So that'll work. So it's supposed to be 80 centimeters. So we've got 6 inches. We've got another 6 inches. So 12 inches. We've got 18. 18 and 5. So that's 23. So 23 times 2.5. We're at 57 or 58 out of 80. So I'm just going to keep going until I hit 80 just because that's what it said in the pattern that the final dimension was. And I think that that is a good size shawl schlanket thing.
It'll keep them warm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I will not be able to go to the memorial service. It's on the 14th, and I'm driving back to Pittsburgh that day.
For a graduation.
For the boyfriend's graduation. So I am
hoping to get this done.
Before then. I'm going to go into main office and talk to some of the girls tomorrow. Well, I'm going to go for a health insurance thing. But I'm going to talk to some of the girls and see if I should send it with one of them, or if I should, or if they can get me
an address.
I spoke with our accountant on Tuesday for my project, and she and I both were saying or not Tuesday, it was Monday. Both were saying how it was a shock, and how we were both still kind of processing it because we weren't super close, but there's still a sense of loss.
Yeah.
And she said that I should put in the card, or if I hand it to them personally, I should just say, you know how some people are crazy cat people or crazy cat ladies? I'm a crazy yarn lady, and this is just how I deal.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know, is that how I should say? And she goes, I mean, that works. And I was like, I was seriously just going to write a note that just says, I'm bad at words. Here's a shawl that can be a hug. And she goes, that works too. A combination of the both. And I was like, all right. Well, and I thought it was very sweet. Because also Sam hadn't seen my new coat, and she was shocked by it, which is always
Everybody
fun.
seems to love the coat.
I'm so pleased with it, and I'm so pleased that everyone is so, amused by it and or impressed by it, because my coworkers, all of my team is men, except for myself, and so one of my team members saw it and just looked at me with this face that was like, that is so extra. And I just was like, yes, it is extra. I don't care, because I am extra. And they were just like, okay. An obvious, I don't understand how you have a significant other for as long as you do. And I'm like, yes, but that person met me when I was even more extra.
Yep.
The boyfriend, I told the boyfriend about it, and he goes, yeah, I mean, what gave it away? The fact you had a red mohawk? So, yeah. So, I've been working on this, but this is too big to carry with me on the train.
Yes.
So, I actually started a pair of, slipper socks out of an alpaca yarn I have. These are, I have to look what the pattern is. It's an Andrea Mowry pattern. It is, sorry, the Local Roots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I figure they're supposed to be twisted stitches, but I started doing it for the second half of the pattern, and I don't know if you really need it, because you can still see the pattern. Well, you won't be able to notice until I get, a few more rows in, right. I think. But I think you can still see there's a pattern.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so
I don't notice the difference between the twisted stitches and the non-twisted.
Right. So I'm thinking for the rest of it, I don't have to twist the stitches.
No, because they pop enough.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to complete the pattern repeat with the twisted stitches, just so that if I notice it, then I know at least it's a section.
Right.
You know? I am making them out of alpaca. They are quite, large around the top of it, because they're supposed to be slippers. But I'm going to try and throw them in the washer and see how much they shrink.
Ooh.
And then they can be socks.
Sounds like a plan.
It was an idea. I did get, because these are just alpaca, I did get some of the Regia, mending thread.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
for the heel?
For the heel and the toes to hold together with it.
Yes.
It's a gray, but it's a
pretty.
nylon. It's a, sock yarn, I think.
Yes.
Is what it is. And it's 5 grams. And it's a darning and reinforcement thread. It is wool, and nylon. Yeah, it's a 75-25. Yeah, now seeing this, I realize it's just like a lace weight sock yarn. But I'm glad I got it.
It means that you won't be adding that much bulk to your sock.
And I really wanted to have it for the heels and maybe even to do it across the sole of the foot. Mm-hmm. I haven't decided yet. Once I get to there, I will. The fun part about these socks or slippers is that they're done with an afterthought heel. Nice. Yeah. So I'm really intrigued by them. It's a lot of fun to knit on the subway because I can get decently far on it. And I only started these after I couldn't take the swap project on the subway because I was worried about running out of yarn. Right. And I did have to do about 3 rows on that project and the bind off in an alternate yarn because I was short.
I hate doing that.
I know, but I went down a needle size on that project because I liked the look of the fabric better. Okay. So it was a trade-off I was willing to make. And I had a mini of a similar enough color that it looks fine. Okay. So that's what I've been working on. I've also been, I keep looking at it and where did it go? Here it is. I moved all the stitches around on my epaulette to start the second side here. So I need to do that. I need to make the second one of them, and I need to start this sweater because this test is supposed to be done at the beginning of January or mid-January. Okay. But it's
such a pretty color.
It is. This is the Leading Men Fiber Arts from the India Entangled bag. But I want to get this done, but I also have had, all the small people to knit for, and this bereavement, I guess, shawl to kind of do. I'm debating switching to the sentiment shawl for my purse project for this week so that I can get this done before Christmas so I can give it to my friend the woman who passed away was pretty much her work mom. So we'll see. I'm still debating that. I might try it tonight, but we'll see. So those are things that I'm working on or thinking about working on. Have not touched the Nebula. Have not touched my Ursa. But what I have touched is some yarn for some planning.
Oh my.
So there is the Daydreamer by Andrea Mowry. And for those of you, I'm going to pull out the iPad for this one. And for those of you who don't know the Daydreamer, I will inform you in just a moment. It's beautiful. It's a cable. It's got cables. It's got bobbles. It's actually freaking gorgeous. Everything she does is gorgeous, but it is sublime. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, I got it so long ago. There it is. The Daydreamer. It's beautiful.
I'm just not one for bobbles anymore.
Sweetie. I'm not either, but I think those little ones are fine.
They're very fine.
So that's the sweater, if you all don't know what I'm talking about. It's gorgeous. It's a fingering weight held with a mohair. I'm thinking of holding the Surrey alpaca from Ocean with Masonette from Neighborhood. And this is 1600 pen. This is a discontinued colorway because it was done essentially for Michelle Obama while she lived at 1600 pen. So I very much want to wind all of this and swatch.
Not this week.
But I'm holding off. The other thing, and the reason that I started really looking at that was because Ocean had another update and I got cart jacked. And I was very upset. Ooh. Because there was a beautiful alpaca silk blend sweater quantity that almost came home. But it didn't, and I was going to hold it together with Surrey and make the Daydreamer. It was going to be great. And then I realized I had this. But I realized that I had the Masonette because Boylan Knitworks, Caitlin Hunter, just released her newest pattern, which is a partnership with Farmer's Daughter, and it's out of mohair, and it's called the Engle. It's one of a set of patterns she's doing. It's all out of mohair. And so I went virtually stash diving, and I remembered that I had the 1600 pen loft. And I have this, I had it to hold with the Masonette. So I think this is going to be the main color of that Engle sweater.
Oh my goodness.
And I have to finish, in order to knit this sweater, I have to finish my as if tee because I want to use that gray. No, I want to use that gray mohair as the like gray white color in the pattern. And then there's a darker color, like an outliney color. I'm going to use this Debbie Bliss Party Angel, she calls it.
Nice.
And then there are medallions, and I'm going to use Sleepless by Asylum Fibers on Aragog.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm very proud of myself that I have all of this in stash.
Isn't it amazing?
I know I don't need 3 skeins of loft for it, but I'm going to keep them all together.
Good idea.
Because I also then am figuring I'm thinking I can hold it together with something and make a hat because I am really loving my hat I made with the Party Angel and a skein of Julie Aislinn. It's I can't remember the name of the hat right now. Mm-hmm. I test knit it. It's beautiful. It's a mohair and a DK held together. And I can't recall the name of it right now. And if you give me a second, I'll look it up. But I'm a little upset I can't remember the name. That's silly. The Nimbus hat. And I've really been enjoying wearing it. But I think I want something a little bit more slouchy. Just because that hat, I can't wear my hair up with it. I have been wearing my hair in like a braid to go to and from the office because it's so windy. So it's been pretty funny to braid my hair and then pop the hat on. But it works out well. So yeah, those are things I've been thinking of and that I've been lusting over. But I also have the test knit to do, and I have these. I have a few things that just need to get done, because all of this doesn't even account for the fact that we have two little ones to knit for, 2 January babies.
Yeah,
and I have
my January baby's almost done. I know, but my Niesling one.
Yeah.
Has barely gotten started.
Yeah, I know. It's just... It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But I should have a lot of knitting time over the next week.
I think this week I'll get a lot done. We won't be podcasting the next weekend, but maybe... Well, certainly the weekend after we will be getting together. And maybe we'll get together, I don't know, Monday or Tuesday. We'll see.
We'll see.
Depends on her work.
Yes.
So I could be knitting away. Maybe I can astound you. With all that I get done, I'll astound myself. Obviously. So I will hopefully finish this sweater. It'd be nice to have another tunic.
It would be.
This is it reaches down past my hip. It's great.
Good.
So quite happy with that. And if I can get the gloves done, the January sweater done, I'll be happy with that. If I get anything else done, that'd be wonderful. So we'll see.
All right.
Anything
else?
We've
been waffling on for about an hour.
Yes.
So we will
have a great week and a half, 2 weeks, and we'll see you when we get back. Bye guys.